Okay, here we go again. I never know if I'm doing this right. All right, you guys, if anybody is here, I am trying to see how this works again. So let me put my phone up. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Uh, this is Sonia. I don't know where to look. Where's the camera? Here. This is Sonia from Yard Girl Creations, and I am working live. I set a goal to work at least an hour a day, and I'm going to try my best to film when I'm doing something down in the studio. I don't always work in the studio. Sometimes I'm working upstairs. But if I'm down here, I'm going to try to work live and share the work that I'm doing. I'm a couple minutes late. Let me see. I was going to start working at 8 on the nose, but I tried this new service called Streamlabs. I think it's called Streamlabs. I think I might be looking in a weird direction because I have no idea where the actual camera is, so please forgive me for that. But the anyway, the Streamlab thing wasn't working right. It kept like spinning, buffering, or whatever. So I guess I'm just going to do live on YouTube directly, and hopefully this works. I was trying to do the Streamlab thing so I could be on TikTok and on YouTube at the same time, but obviously if you know who I am, you know I don't know what I'm doing. So that's the introduction. The reason I'm doing this is because I want people to know that I am actually making the things that I sell on my Etsy shop. It's nothing that's made in China or anywhere else reproduced. I'm making it myself. I am an upcycler, so I do a lot of work with existing materials. And I think that's everything for my introduction. So in a previous video, I showed the beginnings of my scrap busting series. And scrap busting is me trying to get rid of the scraps that I have from old projects, to try to stop them from having to go into the trash or in the landfill. And oh, hi outdoor cowboys, hello. Please forgive me, I do not know how this works very well. Oh, let me see if I can all messages are visible. Okay, I don't know how this chat thing works, so forgive me for that too. Also, this is a practice in me getting used to being on social media. It's not something I'm comfortable with. It's not something that I do regularly, and I do not know how these things work. But anyway, back to the scrap busting series. I am working on projects so I can get rid of the scraps, so I can continue to work on new projects. The first project in the scrap busting series is a pillow, and which is easy and simple. At least I thought it was going to be easy and simple. What I didn't think about is how long it took me to cut all the scraps up. Let me show you the pillow. So it's a good size. I did the pillow, and what I'm going to do today is work on the cover for the pillow. And I have this really cute fabric. Let me see. Let's see if I can. Let's see. Do I know how to switch it? I'm going to try to switch it so you guys can see. Okay, so I have this really cute fabric with cactuses on it. Cacti. And I wanted to, as you can see, I had already started playing with this fabric. Trying to think of applique design that I wanted on it. So this is just a rough, I was playing with the fabric, trying to put it in a place to see, let's see, what I'm going to do with it. And I decided I was going to try to make like a little cactus in a pot. So that's what this is. This is 1/2 of the pillow. And I made 2 of these. If you saw in the first video in the series. This is the back. I'm only going to put the applique on the front half because I'm scrap busting and I don't have a lot of fabric. So I'm going to actually move this out of the way. And right now I'm going to just play with the fabric to come up with my design. So let me see if I can turn this so you can look at it the right direction. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I see I got some trolls. Interesting. Let's see. I don't know how to move this out of the way. So you guys can see what I'm working on. I guess that'll be good enough. It's going to have to be good enough for right now. And I'm not going to necessarily be able to see any comments. Hopefully I have some friends that will be checking in. Oh, actually, let me see. That's what I should do. Let's see. I'm trying to arrange it so it's not in my way, but so you can still kind of see what I'm working on. And I have a little mess right there. But the studio is messy. I said that before. So I have my scraps. I have some scraps from old projects, as I said. And I think, yeah, I'm going to make a cactus. But what I'm going to do is move this out of the way and play with cutting this fabric up. Let's see. This is what I complained about before, being live and trying to work on something and look at this video at the same time. Oh, someone told me to look at my phone. Let's see. Let's see if that works. I'm not sure if it works or how it works. So, I don't know, you guys. Are there any helpful people? Good morning. You said good morning. It's nighttime where I am. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to look at these comments and let you see what I'm working on. So, oh, so cumbersome. I have no idea what I'm doing. But anyway, I'm going to be quiet most of the time because really I'll be just playing around with this fabric and kind of like almost creating like an art project. And so I think I'm going to come up with the shape and then back them all with some kind of adhesive and then sew it on. So let me see so you can get the whole view. So roughly the cactus, I think I was to do like a regular little funny shaped cactus. I need to draw. I think I'm gonna draw it on some paper first so I don't go too crazy and mess it up. This one. I talked in a previous video about how it's very good to plan ahead, and I usually wing things. I wing it, and that means I make a lot of mistakes, which is fine. You know, this is what I'm doing. But I do kind of want to look at how big. Oh, you know what? I like the pot to be this size. So maybe I can kind of use this as a guide for the pot. So I think I'm going to do a rough size first, and then I can refine it. Because this is the size of the fabric I have for the pot. Also, I kind of like these edges. Wait, can you see? Oh my gosh. Sorry, you guys. This is what I don't like about having to twist stuff around. Okay. There. So, as I was saying, I like these edges on the fabric. So, I'll probably do a zigzag stitch. So, if I do a zigzag stitch, I don't really have to worry about a seam allowance because it'll just be sewed on the direct edges. So I can play with this size for the pot. And the cactus part is going to be this little green, kind of like, I think it's a chambray. And this, I just need to know about how big the fabric is before I cut it. It's that big. So I can do maybe one of those little cool shape cactuses, right? And then I'll have enough to add some little cactus arms. It's a lot of me thinking out loud. Also, I think it's too big. I think I'll do it like this. And then maybe like a little cactus arm like that. And then maybe another little shorter cactus arm. I think this is too big. I don't have to worry about whether the pattern is off center or anything like that because I'm just going to play around with these shapes and cut them out and move them around anyway. And I think this one I'm going to move a little lower after I cut it out. And then one can be low, one can be high. And then also I want to add like a flower. So it'll be like a little flower right here. So I'll do the flower last. I just want to get like a rough idea of the shapes. So let's see. This pot is like super big. Oh, and this is actually the width of the pot. Let me see this fabric again because I don't really want to. Yeah. This is really the only constant piece. Okay, so I know it looks crazy, but this is I wonder how it is. Let me get my paper scissors. And let's see. I'm going to cut this piece out. And I'll cut them into separate pieces. Lost my pen. I'm gonna write so I know which way is up, and this is the pot. Got one piece here. Oh my gosh. I'm sure when you watch more rehearsed people do this online, it looks very nice and neat. But really, you know, I go with whatever pops into my head. So it's not really something that could always be nice and neat. So I need to iron these pieces so they can lay flat. So this, I'm going to point. This is not a grain line. This is just to remind me where the top is. And I'm just going to write my base. And I'm going to say number 1. Those notes are just for me. There's no, I will never make this again, most likely. So I don't have to be precious about these pattern pieces, because they're really only to give me a rough idea. Of what I'm doing. This thing is very hard for me to stay in. Okay. This is the arm. And this is the other arm. And I know it looks crazy, but it's going to make sense. It's going to make sense. A lot of these things are like my first time ideas. And so they're very rough. I didn't do a practice or anything like that. Okay, so I got these couple pieces cut out. And so you have your pot. I'm going to tape it down so you can see roughly the applique, how the applique is going to look. And also so I can see how it's going to look so far. Then I'll have this piece, which will be the cactus piece. And it will go under here. Right. Then I'll play with this arm. And I think I want this one down here. Right. And it will go under this one. Oh. And then this piece, I'm going to raise up a little higher. And now I see it's still kind of crooked in the pot. So I would move this pot over. Let's see. It's in the middle of this pot. And the reason the pot is going to be, it might look like the pot is super big, but I'm going to put a little message on the pot. So it should have some size to it. I think maybe, I don't know. I kind of wanted to come in some, but I don't want to mess with the side seams. I like the seams on this yellow fabric. So, and this was a pair of jeans, right? And so that's why you have one side, if you can tell. Let's see. One side is wide at the top and then it's lower. It gets narrower down here. Like it's wider here and then it goes down. And I kind of want to take advantage of that for the pot. But this is too small. So yeah, I'm going to use this side. Once I get started, like these are my base pieces. And then usually when I do a project like this, I add onto it. It's almost like painting, right? But this is just the base layer. And I like both of these fabrics. I had these little scraps here from this Cantha blanket. And I thought this would be kind of cute. Let me see. This is how this would be. And then maybe this, when I cut it, could be like some kind of adornment on the pot. Like maybe a band at the top of the pot. Or, yeah. I can't put anything here because this is what a message going to be. I forgot my daggone self. So I'll put something maybe up at the top of here. And then the cactus is going to be this color. And so that's how the applique is going to look. And then for the flowers, I kind of like this scrap. I'm going to take these strings out. Because it already has flowers on it. But I think I want to maybe make bigger flowers instead of cutting the cute little flowers out. But I will see once I get started. Also, the backside of it is really pretty and really could also be used for flowers as well. So maybe I'll do like one pink flower, one yellow flower. Not really sure yet. But I'm going to, yeah. So now I think I'll cut these pieces out. Let's see. going to move this. Get this little extra piece off. Get these out of the way. Yeah. Gonna get some pins because my pieces keep curling up. See, cut this little piece of tape off. Okay. I'm gonna pin this stuff down. This paper is so curly. I got this piece, and then I got, and I'm gonna keep these separated because my pieces are such weird shape. I mean, like the scrap fabric I have is very small, so it wouldn't help for me to make this whole piece and with the arms on it. Plus, I think it'll look cuter with extra stitches on the arms of the cactus. So I don't have to take the pieces off without tearing up my little pattern piece. See. Okay. I got my big cactus base. Also, while I'm sitting here doing this, I'm thinking, oh, I might use some fabric paint. I was thinking about putting some little like pricks on this fabric to make it look like more like a cactus. Let me see what side. Get that better one. This one. I got this piece because I gotta fit these arms on. Let's see. Upcycling. You never have enough fabric when you're dealing with scraps. Let's see. If I do this, I'll put this down like a pattern weight. So for placement, see if I got enough room. Got this. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about grain lines and stuff. Oh, look at that. That fits. And then this fits down here. Oh, I got enough fabric. All right. My little pin is all crooked. And I'm still trying to reserve as much of this scrap as I can in case, you know, I come up with some other grand idea for this fabric. Get some more pins. Okay. I'll lay it down. I'm gonna hit this with the iron too before I cut it. I think it'll help the pattern lay down a little bit better. That way I can make sure this fabric won't be puckering. But right now, it's looking a little puckery. Let me hit this with the iron. Let's see. So I'm just running the iron over it. Dry. Just to make sure these pieces lay flat when I cut them. Okay. All these little strings. I was thinking about, should I finish these edges off, but I should not need to do that. Let me see. These scissors always cut great. I should cut them with the other ones. But we'll see. I thought this would add to the look of it. But they're kind of awkward to cut with. I'm going to cut right around this piece. This. Let's see. Like I said, I know this looks crazy when I'm working on it. Oh, there's one piece. This is very tight. Let's see if I can just separate these without messing it up too much. I'm gonna cut right there. These are my big pinking shears. I kind of wish that that I had these pinking shears in a smaller size. They're a little cumbersome for me to cut with. Let's see. See, I gotta clean that up a little bit. Oh, I'm sure this is thrilling to watch. little edge. I do like this. I already, even though I haven't looked at the pieces, I think it was a good idea to use these pink shears. I do think this is cute for a cactus to have these little zigzag lines on the outside. I'm not sure if it's necessarily going to translate after it's sewed on, but I had a lot of time to play before I get to that point. So I have this piece, and what I say, this is going to be up here, and then back to the scraps. Let's see. Hmm. Eee. Yeah, I definitely need to find some smaller pink shears. These things are ridiculous. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now I got even more little scraps. Who knows? I might need them for something. So I got my little cactus pieces cut. Let's say low high. Yeah. Let's move this tape out the way. Let's see. Now I'm gonna cut my pot. Ah, it's hard. Now, you know what? I don't think this is gonna unravel anyway. Maybe we should cut these with the straight scissors. Two pair. And cut that little part off. And I want to push my pins in before they... I already messed my scissors up a little bit cutting through a pin last week. A scrap. I saw someone say online, I'm gonna just cut this little zigzag part off the bottom and clean this up and maintain my little edge, my little sides, not my edges, my sides. I should just use the rotary cutter, but I don't know. I feel like that thing does not like me because I know this is not... I know it's not straight, but I don't worry about it at the moment because I'm probably going to cut a little piece off when I start placing it anyway at the bottom. Also, let me cut this little piece off. Oh, it's... Yeah, I like this side better. I was thinking, oh, maybe the other side is nicer. Nope. I hate that I hit that pin with my scissors. I feel like, I mean, they're still cutting okay, but I can feel the difference already in these scissors. And they were such good scissors. I don't need any fray check for this because when it's sewed down, I'm going to sew with a zigzag stitch. So all of that's going to be taken care of anyway. It's really just so I'm not looking at a whole mess when I'm putting it together. So, yeah. So I think I should maybe round it. Should I round that or add something to the back? Oh, I got this brown fabric. Let me see. That I had for another project. But I just need a little tiny piece that might look like dirt in the pots. Let me see. Call this little. I think this is where the creativity comes in. Even with all this mess. I can, let's see. I'll put a pin here. And a pin here. This is just an idea, so. Now only need a little tiny piece to play with. Ooh, or, you know what? Nah, I was thinking, oh, maybe I should just make lots of little pieces. But I feel like that would just be unnecessary work for some dirt. Okay, so I'm just going to get a rough size like I did before. And then I can play around. Play around with it like I'm painting. Okay, so if this was the pot and this was kind of like dirt in the pot and this, wait, you have dirt, but then the cactus would be in the front, right? So it kind of be like this and then like that, but the curve would have to go the other way because it's like the curve of the pot. Right? Maybe. Then I might have to add, look at that. This little part. Let's see. I don't even need this whole piece because it's going to be covered by the, let's see. Bamp. Wait a minute. Bamp. And bamp. And I'll leave it upside down like this. Just so I can see roughly. Right? I think I could do that. I mean, that's rough, but can you see it? I can see it. I can see it, and I think it'll be cool. If I was drawing it, I would have I guess I would have had the, I need a little tiny curve here. Because if I was drawing it on paper, it would have like a little curve in the front. Yeah. I nicked it. I nicked it. Mm-hmm. I don't cut it down too much. I don't know why I'm being so hard at it. I just don't like using this rotary. It does not like me. So I'm always scared I'm going to cut my finger off. It's rough. It's rough looking. Ooh, I don't like it. I'm ending up cutting too much off. Where's my pen? This is a fabric safe pen, so. Because if I need to cut it. And that will be it for this, for cutting this. And this marker, I don't trip. This marker will wash off. Oh, I should have used my friction pen because it would have erased with the heat. Let me just clean it up a little bit. All right, so I have a curve of the pot. I have the dirt of the pots, the curve at the top, right? So I think I need to This is why I don't like this rotary cutter. And then, let's see, it'll look like that. And then don't forget that I'm gonna add the base to it, which would be this, which I don't know, do I like it like this? Maybe. A little curve. Because it would look, yeah, if it was a pot, it would look like that. I had to cut it with some tiny scissors so I can get more control. But I'm trying to just kind of see how this would go. Yeah, definitely would need to play with this one. But then this will go here. Yeah, the yellow needs to go behind the dirt. And then I just need to clean that part up. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So now I need to put some adhesive on it so that I can apply it to the fabric pillow, on the base of the pillow. Put my pattern piece up because that I'll actually use again. And I need to find, I got some bond. Oh, I guess you need to see what I'm doing. I have some bond fabric. Let's see, something soft. Is this? Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the camera around. Okay. And I'm going to be ironing these on. So I have this stuff, if you can see, it's a kind of shiny. I think I might need a heavier version of this actually for that denim. This might work for the dirt section, the little brown fabric, but we'll see. Let me turn my iron back on. Let's see. Let me turn this around. Some lint remover. Let's see. Yeah. And need something. Oh, really? I need this. Where's my wax paper? I had some paper that stopped it from sticking on everything. Stop it from sticking on my iron. Oh, my studio is a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. Okay. I'm gonna use this wax paper. Hopefully it'll protect my iron. Both sides? Yeah, both sides works. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna use wax paper and I'm gonna put this fabric down because I love my iron. I'm scared I'm gonna mess it up. This was a gift from my family. I'll try to take care of it. Let's see. Is that hot enough? Oh, that's sticky. Ow. Do not. Oh, you know what? I think the iron massager doesn't have to. The iron on the side that doesn't have the glue. Ha ha. Okay. Let's see. Is that thick? Ooh, it's stuck on there pretty good. Okay. Now, the last paper off. It's on there. Pretty strong. I think I can use that for the so I'm gonna cut this paper off. I think I could use this for this particular adhesive for the cactus and this part, which is the dirt. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cut this again, but I'm just going to cut the adhesive off. And see. And then I'll add it to the green fabric. And these little scraps I'm not going to save. They will go into the trash. I mean, some stuff just got to be in the trash. I try to cut it on a little curve. It's a rough cut. Really, it looks like a little turd if you ask me. But fold it in half. Fold it in half so to be a little bit more even. Okay. So now I have my lint roller. I got my little dirt piece with the glue on it. Actually, you know what? Well, it's interfacing. I'm still going to need to bond it. Well, I don't know. I wonder if this was a good idea to add it, the interfacing, but it might have been. Because I have to reinforce the fabric that the pillow is on, because it's like super thin. So I guess it would help to have some kind of interfacing on these pieces as well. I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm going crazy. All right, so this is the front, and this is the shiny side here. And then this is my paper. I'm gonna lay it down just so it'll be hot enough to stick before I flip it over. I hope it's not a waste of interfacing, but I think I do kind of need the interfacing to make it a little bit, to give it just a little bit more structure. I'm wondering if the interfacing is enough. Would the interfacing be enough to put on the pillow base, really? Or if I do need to use like an additional piece of fabric underneath it, because it is kind of thin. Oh, I'm using pinkish shears. I'm about to forget the whole point of why I use the pinkish shears. Yeah, this feels better. I'm glad I added the interfacing. Even though I'm still gonna have to add glue in the back. I think that this, look at it, it's like a lot more structured. It's easier to handle too. Still not sure about the base of the pillow, but that's good. Now these, and then I have these two pieces. I'm going to put these down together. Oh, maybe I should face. Let's see. This is the shiny side. This is the back. Take these pattern piece back. And I'm actually going to pin this. You know what? Let's glue it over. I don't want to waste any of this interfacing because it ain't cheap. And I'm going to keep this pattern piece on here too. Let's see. I'll do it. I'm going to pin it down just to lock it in place like I've been doing. And I'm going to put the wax paper. Ooh. Oh, there's no more wax on it. This sucker be. I was like, oh my God, it's sticking. It was the bins. Crazy. Let's see. Get these pins off of here. And I'm going to keep this on the side. I think I might still need a little bit of it for some of the other pieces once I start decorating. But and also, you're supposed to just hold it down. I'm in the habit of going back and forth with the iron, but really you're supposed to just press it down and lift it up. Press it down and lift it up. I hit it with a little bit of steam. Make sure it sticks. All right. And ooh, look at that. Got my little pieces here. I need my pinkers. Oh yeah, this is a good idea. Sometimes I'm experimenting so much I have no idea what I'm doing. I just be winging it. And this, I put these pieces a little too close together. Oh, pretty good. I was scared I was going to cut it. And yes, interfacing was a brilliant idea. Now, I don't know. You know, I could make this project go very quickly and just throw this little cactus together. But the artist in me keeps coming up with little ideas. And I really want to put little spikes on my cactus. I mean, because it is a cactus and it's supposed to look prickly. But I'm not sure if I should use fabric paint and paint it on, or if I should embroider little pricks on there. Embroidering would take, obviously, longer. It would take longer. Let's see. All right. Back to this. And I still have to put these little things on here. You know what? Maybe I should attach these to the yellow piece, like a little apron. And then I could stick that around it, right? No, I really want that in the back. Yeah. I want that in the back. I do not plan on using interfacing. Maybe I should on these little scraps. It might help. I definitely need some string. This doesn't need anything. I think this has enough because it's, oh, sorry. Because this is denim, I don't think it really needs that much structure. Let's say I want this. I want it like this. I want it like this and like this and like this. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like you could see that it's a cactus already, but it needs some little spikes, right? Yeah. What you think? It needs some spikes. It needs some spikes. It needs some spikes. And I have to remember, this has to go in the pot. Like that. And then bring these down. I want this one up. This one down. Oh, there you go. I feel like it's coming together. I think it's coming together. I don't care what you say. I think it's coming together. All right. So the only thing I don't know what to do is this edge. This edge is driving me crazy. I don't know. Maybe I should just raise it up like that. Yes. Yes. And then put the yellow behind it. There you go. There you go, girly girl. Yep. Okay. Also, I need to make sure it fits on the pillow. On the piece that I'm gonna put it on. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Where's the top of it? Oh, I got plenty of room. All right. I think it's gonna be cute. See, it was looking raggedy and janky when I was working on it. Yeah, it's enough room. Because look, this is the seam allowance I added. So I have enough room. It was looking crazy when I drew the little pattern pieces. And, I know the trolls was trying to eat me up, but I know what the hell I'm doing. I think it's going to be very, very cute. And you see these little flowers? Wait, let me show you. See how this cactus has flowers? I want to have some little flowers on mine. That's what I want. Throw some trash out. I got vacuum my floor. Okay, and so also, what about my little band? Should I do it? Should I do it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll be like the rim, right? I'm going to iron it. Let me iron it. It'll be like the rim of the pot. All right. Look at me going back and forth. I'm going back and forth. Okay. I'm going to iron this little scrappy piece. And my other little scrappy piece. Maybe iron them, they look a little less crazy. I'm going to lay that down so I could cut it. And I'm going to iron this little scrap so I can decide what I'm going to do with it. And who's on here? Do it show me who's on here? I don't know. I wanted to. I better not mess with it. If I hang up by accident, because I'll be getting off in a little bit anyway. I just wanted to make sure I got online because I set this goal and said that I would work online. So that's what I'm doing. Look at me. I'm just going straight into it. I'm going straight into it. If it was a pot, let me see. Yeah, this would go. Right? It would kind of go like that, right? I saw something called applique scissors, and I think I want a pair. There. See, this is the part that is sort of like drawn. It's sort of like drawing or painting. Yeah. That'll sew on there. Let me see. What does it look like to y'all? I need to cut this. Yeah, with my pen. Where's the end of this thing? Right here. I'm gonna cut it. I don't know. Should I cut it along this? It definitely needs to be cut up here. It's like collaging, right? It's like a fabric collage. And it takes time. It's not a rush. It's nothing you can rush. So, I've been on here for over an hour. I am going to, I guess I'll talk to my little person. Oops. Okay. So I've been working on this for over an hour. I've met my goal of live streaming for today. I'm going to continue to work on my cactus in private, and I'm going to refine the design, and then I'm also going to come to some kind of decision about how I'm going to put my little prickly pricks on my cactus. And I will put updates on my social media for anybody who cares. Thank you. Again, this is Sonia, Yard Girl Creations. When this is finished, it will be available for sale on my Etsy shop if you're interested. Goodbye. I don't know how to turn it on.